Radical.
Welcome to Flea Market Stories, documenting one man's journey into the world of flea marketing. I'm going to do this for last weekend. This is kind of going to be all over the place. Not even sure what I'm going to title this really. Just going to go over some instances that happened this past weekend. Really kind of bugs me when I don't have like a theme here and I can't really, I don't know the title. So we're just going to probably go with this. I'm going to record, then I'm going to listen. I go, okay, that's what I'm going to do with the title. So the weekend before this was mostly a rainy weekend, and sales were not good on this mostly rainy weekend, last weekend. Well, the weekend before last. And this weekend was not good sales-wise. And I was just shocked that wasn't good because the weather was really nice. Very mild Saturday. But I was told by somebody that there was a festival in town. And the thing about festivals is everybody and their neighbor and their cousin and their cousin's cousin goes to a festival. All you got to say is there's a festival going on. What? It's a festival? So hardly no one was there. Usually you kind of know there's going to be a bad day if you roll into the flea market and there's not a lot of vendors there. There's not a lot of, not vendors, but, not a lot of vendors and not a lot of customers. I can usually tell by how good the day is going to be, by how many people are there at 9 when I get there. On the Saturday, two notable things was the people came by that I'm doing co-signment with, the people that gave me the Teddy Ruxpin doll to try to sell, the one that instead of trying to sell currently, I'm using it for my YouTube uploads. If they really knew, if the people that gave me that to sell really knew that I was putting Teddy Ruxpin in improper situations, they'd be like, what the hell are you doing with Teddy? We're trying to help get you to sell this. Then they might not like that. But him, his wife, and they brought their daughter there. And their daughter, they joke how their daughter looks like she's 14. And when they go places, sometimes the kid charges, or how that works some places, they actually can pass her off as underage because she looks younger. And it's just shocking because she's actually 21, they said. And they actually, they look younger than they are also. So maybe that's like genetic, I'm not sure. But she actually showed a lot of her artwork, and her father does a lot of artwork. They were really talented. Then I showed some of my scribbles, my line work. My line work is really good. I might share, have I ever shared some of my art with all of you guys and gals? I might share some of my art one day. I'm pretty good at drawing Dragon Ball characters, and I had like Vegeta smoking a cigar, and I just said, here's a squibble. And then here's Goku holding a sword for some reason. And they were mildly impressed. But I said, hey, 30 seconds, look I can draw a Goku. Jun, jun, jun. I have a couple lines this way. Because, the Toriyama characters, if you just draw in lines, they're not that hard to draw. They really are not. It's good practice. That and the Batman the Animated Series characters also pretty easy to draw. But was bouncing around the idea that he might be able to make a logo for the media market. And I was thinking, okay, the media market, big logo, and then maybe you have Batman in one corner, maybe Spider-Man kind of like hanging down from the bottom. Then you have Master Chief, then you have, Kratos and maybe Crash, then you have like, some characters from maybe, movies, sure. Maybe the Terminator, maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because the idea of the media market is disc media, which is movies, music, games, and books. The four pillars that hold up the media market. That's the idea anyway. But watch me, try to sometimes sell clothes or buckets or something like that. So it's not 100% the media market. Also toys. Sometimes I have toys there. It just depends on if I get things at a good deal. So I'm, reselling stuff. So yeah, he was really delighted that I might actually want him to do that. I'm not sure how much I would pay him to do that. It'd be on the business cards and whatnot, or maybe I can create something myself. But maybe I could have different types of business cards. I don't know, get fancy with it. What happened was when they was there, um, two things happened. Two girls came up and they got the second Depeche Mode, which is Violator. That has Enjoy the Silence and the other big song, I forget what it's called. But the week before that, they got the other Depeche Mode I had. I forget what it was called. So they were jazzed to get the second Depeche Mode. And Damien came by on a Saturday. And I was prepared this time. I was prepared. I only had 2 screens up. I wasn't fully prepared because I had 2 game systems on. The week prior, I only had 1 game system on. And I was playing the game. So he didn't have anywhere to go. He didn't have nothing to play. The thing he asked was, can I help? Because I said I was having trouble on Super Trucks. And I said, no, just playing this. And the week before, I just tried ignoring, just straight up ignoring, not looking at him. And that's when he said, like, oh, you're just kind of depressed. And I was like, yeah, you keep thinking that, Damien. This time, I was trying ignoring also, but I was trying to be friendly and ignore. Friendly and ignore. So the first thing he asked was, can I play a game over here? I said, like, nah, this is just for testing. These are just for testing and whatnot. Then I think he asked again. I was like, no, but, nice to see you, buddy. Take care. Nice to see you. And I don't know how many minutes he was kind of just there with awkward silence or, asking questions or saying things. But I was just being nice, ignoring him. But I was talking, to my friends I'm doing consignment stuff with. So I was happy that there were people there that I could, talk to. And I'm going to try to explain to everybody that comes and visits me about this child and how I try to ignore this child the best I can. And that I'm not just a heel that ignores all children, but this particular child is not good for business. And I'm trying to just kind of, wean this kid from coming to my place and playing the video games. But that's going to be harder said than done because he was there the next day after that. We'll segue that into the next day. And the day after that, I was kind of surprised because he usually only comes there with his foster parent 1 time a weekend. But he was there the second day. When he came by the second day, I was there with, my assistant, my main store assistant, Angel. Angel was to the left. I forget what I was playing. Maybe I wasn't playing anything. There was an Xbox turned on to the corner, and then I can't remember if he played a little bit or if I said, no, you can't play. I'm not sure exactly how it was. If he did play, it wasn't that long at all because I said basically, no, you can't play. These are for testing and everything. And then at some point, he said, oh, there's rules now? I'm thinking, okay, I didn't put forth rules. So maybe that's an idea. Maybe I can actually control this. What I'm trying to avoid is just being that guy that is just saying to Damien, you are banned from here forever. I don't want to. I don't want to have to go there. I'm trying to figure out some kind of a happy medium between him being there for, 30, 35, 40 minutes and then keep asking me, hey, Rick, hey, Rick, hey, Rick. And then me just saying, get out, go. I'm not going to yell at him. And then he would say, I've been kicked out of better places than this, sir. But he messed up a couple times. So what I'm doing is I'm documenting the times that he messes up. And then next time he comes by, I'm going to be like, you remember this? You remember that? You remember this? Now, not only does he have the power to annoy me, but he has an annoying like spray, not like a skunk, but he has like an annoying spray, not a spray, but like aura.
he has an AA, annoying aura that surrounds him. It's just like it's an area of effect. You know, if it's like a video game, that's the power he would have. He would have an area of effect of annoyance.